Hey, what's up, y'all? Another episode of Dooley Harris Presents. My favorite guest, my mentor, my everything, my because Handy. We back for another one, and this round I'm dealing with all the real ones. So sit back and enjoy. He was just about to drop some knowledge. Um, I'm gonna be a fly on the wall. Another episode, just gaining and soaking up. What's up with you, cuz?
I'm good, man. I'm coming back from California. I don't know how the fuck I ended up in San Francisco, but I did.
I know. When I saw San Francisco, I was like, "Oh man, you just driving, living life."
Something, bro. It's just I had started. I, this one gonna be called Stuff. I had started this little app called Roadie. You know how we was talking about the stuff, the apps and stuff, and all that stuff
Uh,
on a few episodes a couple years back. And I started looking at it like this. When I was in the process of losing my house, when that happened, I looked around that motherfucker and said exactly what the title of this is, Stuff. I said, I'm just paying rent, the house, a whole bunch of stuff. And then when my kids went to their mama for Christmas break, I just went on a road trip where I've been everywhere doing this thing. So I stop in a city, crash on somebody's couch or whatever, get a room, do the little job thing. And I said, damn, letting go of stuff, life get easy. Because when you look at it, a lot of my guys, all of us is in our 50s, and a lot of people are starting to retire and stuff. And that myth that they sold us about job and shit, now that they up in their age, they don't feel 50, this, that, and the other, and they don't know what to do because the kids out the house and they accumulate a whole bunch of stuff. Crazy, ain't it?
yep, and it's the same thing. Stuff, baggage. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you gotta let down, let go to pick up other things. Though,
But for
I'm just.
what, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
you
I'm sorry.
finish. Oh, you finish. I know you
No, I
finish.
was saying for what it's worth, though. Like, people ask how you carry this, how you do this. Tell me where to put it down. You know.
And what I mean by stuff like is I've been going over, just going, getting the opportunity to venture through old friends, cousins, and stuff, lives and stuff like that. You can see of when that product that they paid all that money on, that stuff that they paid a lot of money on, is outdated or where, but that stuff in their mind is I paid $3,000 for that. I paid $1,500 for that. So the relinquishing of it, it'll just be stuff around the house. And I just saw that in my transition of downsizing to the RV and stuff like that. I was like, man, I'm just really paying to keep a whole bunch of stuff. Because when you start going through those drawers and looking under stuff, you like, what the fuck was I holding on to this for? What purpose was this going to serve?
Exactly. And then the thing is, though, everybody got stuff, and
Stuff.
and thank God for my beautiful other half, but they keep me from bringing stuff into the situation. Is it something
That
else
part.
that's going to be
Because
sitting somewhere that we're not going to use and just there?
if somebody don't take the reins and hold it down, it just becomes, when you really look at it, I visit a lot of old stuff and talk to them. When you go in their little one bedroom apartment or whatever, they got stuff everywhere and don't want to let go of nothing.
Yeah,
I promise I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. I'm like, do you need me to come through and help? No, I got it. Next time you come over,
exactly.
it's the same.
Soon as you hear that, no, I got it. You know damn well that they ain't finna part with nothing.
But look at how we were programmed to where stuff brings us value. That holds our value, or whatever the case may be. Because how many times you done went over some older person's house, and when they go to the closet, they want to show you their shirt and leather or whatever the case may be. It's 22,000 years old.
Exactly, and it'd be the freshest thing on the market, but we'll never wear it, not once, not damn time.
That's a prized treasure.
And somebody will actually pay for it. They still won't let it go.
Exactly. And that's that concept of stuff of what we've been doctoring in the United States of stuff associates with value.
Absolutely.
So when
And,
you go down
and
with wait,
no, the
finish.
stuff that
You go ahead.
associate with value is the things that sit there and it's going to sit there. It's nothing. It's like knowledge. It's nothing that you can do with it. It's nothing, has no value if you don't use it.
Because I have been, on this journey, I'll see. And if you look at like on the same aspect of stuff, if you go by people that are homeless, they didn't accumulated baskets of stuff, and that's value to them.
And
If
then
you
you
ask
you you
them
seen the show
those that buy,
Hoarders. You seen the show Hoarders, right? They be having so much stuff. I be like, ooh, I want that. But what am I gonna do with it? I'm just gonna sit there and hang on to it too.
love, love, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
And then that's exactly what we do.
Yep.
Like you have to step back and observe things. You just can't keep going. You'll be damn
Yeah.
fool if you don't realize something. Like you gotta sit. I don't know. It's like my footing got to be right to keep moving.
And it's like when you don't sit down and observe things in life, you have so many subscriptions that you're paying for that you ain't using.
Exactly. Shoot, man, I got a
And it ain't, you say what? You got what?
I got a subscription to Planet Fitness. I've been had it for like over 6 months, and I ain't lost no weight. And I'm gonna go down there myself to see what happened personally, to see what's going on down there.
So what you're telling me, you ain't been to the gym to check out and make sure your mailbox ain't full. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I need to know what's
you
going
need to go
on with
check on
them.
that. You need to go check on that.
Yeah, most definitely. And they taking money too. So I'm like, oh no, I could have used it for groceries. More sweets and candy and shit. Some
Do
shit that
they
ain't good for me. You know?
do they have a steam room and a sauna there?
Yeah, they do. I got the black card. So yeah, and I could bring somebody too. But yeah, they got all that.
That's a that's a good way to start going in, once every other day or so like that, and just sitting in there for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and detuning and detoxing and getting motivated.
Absolutely. But the thing is though, I'm man, I'm a workaholic though.
You know something, man? You gotta look at it like this. We gotta take some time for us because that stuff gonna be there.
It is.
We gotta take some time for us. And when we lose that focus, that's when you start losing it all, when you ain't taking that time to pamper you.
Exactly. And you showed me that and it's well worth it. And can't nobody be mad either. Not a soul.
Yeah. Because when you sit back up in San Francisco, I'm just riding around. I see this lady last night, and I stopped and I said, "Excuse me, love. Man, I asked how old is you?" She said, "I'm 72 years old." I said, "I didn't take you that old, but I knew." I said, "Man, what is your secret?" And it's like she was just breaking down stuff to me, and it's like, damn, in my 50s, I'm seeing that by staying active, you stay young, you stay motivated. It's when you start sitting down and slowing down, like this road trip or sitting in the car so long, that's when I ail because I'm not. And then it's on me to say, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this and do that and not do this. I got to get back out and work it out." You got to get in that
Man,
gym, baby.
yeah, I do. I do. I do. And I know my whole calisthenics and everything. I just gotta work myself out, then catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? Work out and catch my breath. That's it.
Hey, that's the hardest thing to do is find motivation to get to the gym.
Man, and the motherfucking light bulbs and shit, right there by me. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather do some other shit. Let me go get a fucking burger or some shit. And that's the realest shit though, man. It's crazy.
To be honest, a motherfucker damn near they'd rather cancel a motherfucking workout appointment than a dental appointment.
Man, look, that's what I'm trying to do too. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do that. I'm guilty as charged. But that's major too. Like that pain and everything does not it's unimaginable to somebody that doesn't haven't had that type of pain.
My motto and what I say to it is this here: a person can work through anything except for their feet hurting or their teeth hurting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Those two things right there, boy, they just unbearable. Everything else you can manage on because you got to stand on your feet. and you gotta either chew or talk. So them two right there constantly gonna be working throughout the day.
And even when you ain't chewing or talking, that shit was hey, I'm your worst friend. This
Remember
shit finna hurt forever.
me?
Like,
Hey, little buddy.
I'm still here tapping you on the shoulder, like, oh, you feel it coming on. Oh, you ain't felt me at 100 yet, but you know how it feels.
Oh, you thought you can go to sleep, huh?
Right. You better eat all these fucking Advils and Tylenol, and it still ain't gonna work.
That motherfucker be like a juvenile beating your head. You think you gonna go to sleep, huh? You think I ain't gonna hurt, huh? You ate that candy, you think it ain't gonna hurt, huh?
Oh, you drinking pop, huh? Oh my goodness. Hey man, it's been great seeing you and getting back to you, man. Better times awaiting. Better times awaiting. We all still staying on the grind though, you know?
Oh man, yes sir. You know, this transition of seeing it from a different plateau, it takes you out of the programming that they put us in to where we are really just working to survive. When you hear so many people that's going into retirement, that's scared to retire off their check, I'm like, shit, you goofy motherfuckers kept giving a motherfucker y'all money on the contingency they're gonna give me something. I'm a motherfucking ex-dope boy, goddamn it. Money out of sight, start a fight. Let me see the dope. If it come back, I'm gonna hey,
But yeah,
motherfucker,
that's true.
this is that. Yeah, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's dope though. But you know what? The same mentality can carry over to whatever you do. That's amazing. You know?
You know,
Um,
you know, you heard me say that all the time. Your past is your future.
Absolutely.
If you quit thinking of your past, you stop seeing the world in an angle. If you quit looking at it on sports, drugs, or whatever, the way you seen it, you're gonna always miss the ball because you hit your high point by being a good running back, a good point guard, a good whatever. So when you quit looking at angles like that, that's when you start slowing down and everybody catch up.
Yeah, yeah. And then people have an issue with aggression. Aggression, I love aggression in the right form.
You know what I figured out with this shit here? See these youngins, it ain't a it's fake aggression. Because if they ain't got no gun, they ain't got no aggression. And
Oh
then
yeah.
that pop off is aimed towards to scare somebody like they gonna do. And that with me, all it do is rile my motherfucking feathers. And then when I give them what they looking for, they get scared. So I've been watching that aggression of when you take a motherfucker. Because once I take it there, I'm bringing facts. Now answer that. And you got an argument. Other than that, I'm ready to go in your shit about starting some shit that you can't win. Because it's like what I've been looking at with this younger generation, they try to force you into committing to something, but they won't. They do the same thing Trump does. Get you to commit to something and then drive you like a motherfucking Hebrew slave on it because you said you would do it, but they won't commit to shit.
Exactly.
And see, that's why I say when that happens, what I do is I bring the aggression now. So now you got to explain yourself because I didn't prove myself, prove my point. Now, you right, OG, you right. That reverse psychology on this young generation because they think they can get off on you and you supposed to calm them down and all that type of stuff. And when you get off on them, they lost. Like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, but like your shirt say, it ain't no fun when a rabbit holding the gun.
Well, and it's really because this is where it comes off at when the aggression comes from you and I. You know what the youngins get? They
Tell me.
get that they get that grandparent because we from real love. So when people come around us, they fall into that tranquility because we was loved by grandparents. So we give that love.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, that's right.
when they come around us, they get that feel of a grandparent love. And when we scold them, we scold them from love and heart. So that's why we don't never get no rebuttal when we go in aggression. See what I mean?
That's true. That's true. And in terms though, you're so right. I never realized what I was doing until you explained it. That's
That's what these journeys do for me. They make me see my wrongs and stuff because I spaz the fuck out on somebody, but I'll ask myself, why did I do that?
sometimes you might be like, that was legit and that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to woosah, but at the end
But
of the day, all intentions are pure.
I've been told by quite a few people that, bro, when you go in on a motherfucker, it makes them rethink their existence on the world. So I said, wow, I'm that harsh. They said, yeah, you are vicious.
Yeah, you are.
So
You are. For somebody with ill intentions, yes, you are the devil 2.0.
and I say that to say of when I take it there, I always like to analyze, was I at fault in going there?
Oh
You know what I
no,
mean?
no,
Because
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to analyze it, but
sometimes you can take something too far too quick by not analyzing your role in there.
good point.
And
Good point.
I would do that. And if I look at it and I see that I was the aggressor in that, I'll humbly call that person back or go see him and say, man, look, I apologize for what I did and that I took that this way.
Yeah, but I have to ask you this. I have to ask you this. How many times had that happened?
A lot of times.
Versus the time you were correct.
You
Sorry.
know, so what I've done probably the last probably decade on that, at first, if it came out my mouth, that's how the fuck I felt. I'm not sorry for shit. I apologize if I hurt your feelings, but that's all I'm gonna do is hurt your motherfucking feelings. Other than that, fuck you. I said it, I meant it.
Yeah.
now now I sit back and look at what took me off, what took all the cream out my coffee and made me go pure black on the motherfucker. So at that, I analyze myself and I'm like, because in this day and age, life is too short and that could be life or death in this world.
Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely.
So I have to watch myself when I'm doing that because there's no filter. And if the wrong person, I had to put myself in a position to kill or be killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Over some shit that like you really looking out for people. You going the extra mile though.
And see, the reason why I say that, because from somebody of your words, these are your words exactly. I ain't never met a motherfucker to show up to every fight. So with that mentality, when I feel disrespected or whatever, I'm original Gen X. I'm ready to go straight to blows. And you know, it's like logical kick out and Viking kick in.
Yeah, man. And then I'll repeat that. I'll say that too. I still repeat this. I've never met a person that show up to every fucking fight. And I'll say that and I mean that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're telling me like there's ways about doing it. You can fight in different ways, honestly. And I've seen people howl and bark and scratch, but they never bit because it wasn't my intentions. Like if you calling me something, that's slander. I know
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? I know me and and excuse me, the last thing I want to do is go to hands or felonies or police or anything like that, like the charges and this and that. Like, no, that's not real what really people really want. They want to intimidate people, of course.
And see, you gotta look at it. We come from an era. If you watch the show Vikings, right?
Hmm.
When dude had he had killed another guy and stuff, and he standing and having court. If you watch any of those old movies like that, when they were standing and having court, and if somebody called them a liar, called them, they'll be like, they'll get so furious about it because it's like, oh,
No, they'll get so furious because they telling the damn truth and stuff that they in their conviction.
that's what I mean because they're so mad because you are doubting my word. My word is everything. I die on my word. I live by word. the lie, you are making my word. That's how we look at things. And going back to that and moving forward to where this generation of kids and individuals don't have no self-worth, so they don't stand on themselves like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna show up to a fight like that. They're gonna defame themselves in front of the audience, stand strong for themselves in front of the audience.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, and when you notice and you peep that, you have a different approach, though. When you understand that, you definitely have a different approach.
And then looking at that right there, I've been really analyzing that to different relationships and people that I've been around of how I tend to run them off because a lot of people don't know my backdrop and they take me as a humble old dude or whatever the hell may be. And I let them play that position. And when I watch people, I'm looking for the dope fiend in everybody. Everybody got a
Absolutely.
dope fiend in them.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I
yeah,
want.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I see it. When I see it, I automatically capture it. So then I watch a person. It's like for whatever fucking reason in life, every time people get around me, before they even know anything about my backdrop, they automatically want to show me how gangster they is or how what they willing to put on this that. So
Oh
now
yeah, that's fucked up.
when I watch it, I'm just watching people because you gotta look at your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Your energy will bring that, and the way I move and stuff, it makes people feel that way. So I'll see this person don't stand on shit. And they'll see how I stand on things and try to befriend me. So then when they get around me, they think I'm a goofy or a soft, so they try to stand on me. And that's when the fight come out because now, nigga, I done frontlined all the wars. I'm that. So now they get a side of me and it scares them because now the bulldog and the bully that came out. And that's analyzing yourself to see because I watch what ticks me off and runs people off, but I see it now when a person try to because in all relationships I see I'm a humble dude. I know what I can do, so I stay humble and stay out the way. But in this new age, everybody wants to be uh a value on top, that dog, a boss, and all this type of stuff until they run into a boss.
And then, oh my God, you dropping game right now.
I just watch it, bro, because I be watching people because it's like my humbleness of having them kids, it slowed me down to want to watch and listen. So when everybody comes around, I just been watching myself. I've done everything twice, literally, that they're gonna try in life. And so when I can conjure stuff up and make it happen so quick, it's like it's real, but it ain't real. But I do it so easy because I've been practicing my whole life. I have never done nothing to beat nobody. I've always done everything in my life to beat me.
And that's the way you should do every day, daily. Be the best person before yesterday, and keep going and assert affirmation though.
You know, when I look at it like this and going back to the analogies and stuff, like society now wants instant gratification. Nobody wants to do nothing. Back in the day when I used to wheelie them bikes and stuff like that, that was for my personal best because guess what? Couldn't nobody but me take the front wheel off and wheelie with us. So who gonna beat me? Who gonna challenge
And you can't land it. You can't land
me?
it because there ain't no front wheel.
Exactly. And that's all that was all mental preparation because as you got this bike up with no front wheel, you only got one or two things. Keep this motherfucker balanced, fall forward, or go backwards. Which way you gonna go? Because ain't no stop. Shoot, dribble, or pass. What you gonna do?
That's a great analogy. Great analogy.
And I
Um,
used to, and I used to do that so much to challenge myself because first and foremost, what you're doing is you challenge your endurance. Because guess what? You can't not just put this motherfucker down and paddle. You challenging endurance, balance, all this type of stuff. So you putting all these things together and you can't focus on nothing but going forward.
and balance.
Exactly. And balance. So all these things that I would challenge myself on for riding a bike on one wheel for a mile or two.
That's something to think about. That's like I said, that's a great analogy. Man, look, I did this on the day that I'm supposed to be working, but I'm off. But I had to get you. I had to get you, man, because 2026 is ours.
You ain't
You
gotta tell
know,
me.
it's ours though. Man, look, I sacrificed so much and went without so much just to get here now. It might seem like it's like getting back to where I was, but no, this is much more than where I was before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for the simple fact, you know more now. When we were in our episodes and stuff like that, I know more now. My great guests know more now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this some shit. This some inspirational shit.
Got another drone coming too. In 2 to 4 days, it's coming to Milwaukee, so I gotta get up there to get it.
Oh, you doing it like that? Oh,
You know something, bro? I've been traveling the world. I've been throwing the drone up in the air, doing aerials and stuff like that, learning how to get better with it and flying it and stuff for footage and stuff, checking on the different brands and stuff because this is a digital age. And as you've been showing me and telling me, I'm starting to get more into it and more apt to it.
yeah, man. And then anything I show you, that's game, man. That's definitely game.
And you know, some cuz I'm ready to do something different because as I've been looking at this and letting go of stuff, this next phase, bro, I'm ready to live abroad. I'm ready to try me and the twins. I'm ready to take them out the country for a couple months and see what it's like. I'm ready to start
Um,
homeschooling, change it up.
and that's something I do. But they put stuff in the game to the point to where I'm learning too. So now it's a whole different ball game now. You know, and I'm like, I
That's the
appreciate it.
that's the whole thing because when I went into, I took some little young guys up to San Francisco. And from eating and being and traveling and stuff, how brisk I was on the wordage and the the geographics of everything and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, I get to give my daughters this?
Absolutely, that's
Because
what I'm saying,
there's nothing
man.
like when I look at this world now, bro. This last year, I had so much fun living in Airbnbs before I got the RV. I had so much fun of I broke it down to looking at when I go to that stuff aspect of it. The same amount of money I was spending for rent, I was able to do that and give my girls a different experience all through the valley.
But chances make champions. That makes sense to me. But who would think of
Who
that?
you tell you know something? When it happened, it showed me how people panic rather than be creative.
Exactly.
They'll panic instead of saying, "Damn, I ain't homeless. I can rent an Airbnb. I just had to downsize a lot of my stuff." They automatically know where I'm gonna put all this stuff at.
Man, I've been
I went to
eyeballing one too.
I went, you know something, bro? The best thing to do is to try it. Find one to rent and try it. And try it.
Absolutely.
Because, pick what I would do is I would pick like a cold week or something as I'm looking and bunk it out for a week and see how you like it at a place. And then do it at a hot time. And that'll give you, because you'll know what you like and don't like. Because you at that
Absolutely.
extreme point of no return.
Man, that's
And like
dope.
I
But
say, think about it, cuz. Think about it. When I look at people when they do dumbass shit like go out and buy a car and complain about it. Go
you
out and buy a
win.
car and
Yeah.
complain. And you know why that happens? Ain't no way in fuck I'm going to test drive no truck, no car. Your fag ass and took a copy of my motherfucking license. And you gonna get in the car? We ain't gonna do that. Get the fuck out so I can drive this motherfucker.
Hey, that's real.
Oh, my
Hey,
bad. All right, what I just do? What I did just do? I did.
I
Can you
still
hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay. Yeah. So now looking at that, now I'm still hitting on that. Now look at what somebody will do. They'll go to a dealership. This motherfucker jump in the car, sell a plate on you, go down, make a right, make a left, then come back and you signing papers. Motherfucker, you don't know what this fucking car do. How the fuck you buy it?
It ain't moved towards out the damn driveway, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. Now, look at my theory on it of how it's so sweet for people. It's so sweet for people, and they missed the motherfucking boat. You can go on Turo and rent that same motherfucking car for however little you want and see how you like it.
Exactly.
Because before I got into these Teslas, I rented these motherfuckers all the time till I figured out what I wanted. Rather than going to fork my motherfucking money into something, now I'm stuck holding the motherfucking bag.
Hey, and I did my research on those. Those boys are the key. I got to do a part two, cause when you touch down, hit me back. I gotta let this season. I gotta put some dressing on this, and this is amazing though. Honestly, this is something that I wanted. Like I
We've been
didn't
on
expect it.
an hour already.
Say what?
We've been on an hour already.
Not an hour. Nope, not an hour. I'm just trying to keep people attention span.
I was like, damn. Oh, how long you been keeping them for? I mean,
I keep them like from between 30 and 45 now instead of an hour.
okay, so we gonna
And
we gonna close this one down.
yeah, we're gonna close this one and start another one whenever because that keeps people attention span. I'm sorry.
Hey, you close this one out. Call me right back, cuz. Okay.
All right, bet.
All right, and call me right back because I got some things I want to touch on that I wanna hit you at so we can talk. And you're gonna be like, yeah.
Oh,
So just hit
bet.
me up so
I already
hit me
know.
up so you. Cause look, I wanna explain to you this transition that I done went through so you can hear it firsthand and you'll see exactly what I'm doing. You're gonna say, damn, cuz.
It's funny though that I'm on that same mission though. You started like years before, but now I'm just now getting there.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. I'm finna dress this up, make it sexy, send it out, and then we gonna start again. And I'm gonna hit you up as soon as it's done.
Okay.
All right, bet. Love you, cuz.
Love you more.